Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 5 best electric log splitters that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Swisher LS22E. The auxiliary design aspects of this splitter reflect the industrial specifications. The cradle is longer than nearly all other electric splitters at 25.5 inches so that you can easily deal with larger cuts of wood. The frame that the splitter is mounted on includes a trailer hitch so you can easily transport it between logging sites, as well as wheel it around with the included rubber wheels. The cycle time is also relatively fast, at 13 seconds, so that even when working in a team of 2 the splitter will be able to keep up the pace of work. Switching between horizontal and vertical orientations takes several minutes, but allows splitting huge logs that can otherwise not be lifted. The only complaint that users had was that some logs get stuck on the wedge after splitting and can be difficult to remove. The splitter body is made of rust-resistant steel for extreme durability. Importantly, Swisher offers 2 separate warranties, a 3-year warranty on the body and a 1-year warranty on the all-important hydraulic system. However, users report that the splitter is extremely hardy in all respects over several years of use. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Boss Industrial ES7T20. This electric log splitter from Boss Industrial is more expensive compared to some of the budget log splitters we reviewed, but users claim that the extra cost is well worth your investment. The splitter offers 7 tons of splitting power thanks to the 2 horsepower motor, and users report splitting logs up to 17 inches around with it, even if the log splitter is only rated to handle logs up to 10.5 inches. Users note that it also is capable of splitting medium diameter hardwood logs by simply running the logs through the splitter twice, flipping them over after one impact with the splitter. Meanwhile, the horizontal cradle is long enough to accommodate 20.5-inch logs. There are a few features that set the Boss Industrial electric splitter apart from competitors. First, Boss Industrial designed the cradle with integrated rails that are able to keep the logs secure during impact, which reduces the likelihood of misfires and debris flying everywhere. At the same time, the rails don't put a hard limit on the diameter of logs the cradle will fit. Users also appreciated that the splitter is designed for one-handed use, which allows you to get your work done faster and more efficiently. However, users warn that every now and then a piece of wood will explode upon impact without warning, so it's important to stand behind the machine with your arm extended to the lever as you would when working with a 2-handed log splitter. Users also commented positively on the size of this splitter, which is relatively small for its class, making it easier to store and move around the yard. The cycle time on this splitter is nothing to write home about, a total of 14 seconds between impacts when running at full speed, but for most users working alone the cycle time is also short enough not to slow them down by much. The auto retraction of the ram works well and almost never sticks after impacting a piece of wood. At number 3, we have the WEN 56207. This electric log splitter from WEN is perfect for those who want to dial in all of the specifications of their log splitting to achieve the highest levels of efficiency. The first, most noticeable thing about this log splitter that sets it apart from others is that it comes on a 34-inch tall stand, one of only a few log splitters we reviewed that comes with such an accessory. The splitter can be used with or without the stand according to your preferences, although nearly all users opted to use it since it is quite stable and saves a ton of bending over when operating the splitter. In addition, the splitter is designed with support wings, essentially guide rails, around the cradle to prevent wood from slipping out during the ramming process. The ram itself is also adjustable in terms of how far it extends down the shaft of the splitter, which users loved since it can drastically reduce the length of the cycle time and increase efficiency. When traveling the full distance of the cradle, note that this splitter has an extremely slow cycle time of 20 seconds, so adjusting the travel distance can have a significant impact on your workflow. As for the power of this electric log splitter, users were quite satisfied. The splitter is built around a 15-amp motor that delivers 6.5 tons of splitting force, enough to easily handle any logs up to the 10-inch diameter that the splitter is rated for. However, unlike splitters with a slightly beefier 2-horsepower motor, you can expect the splitter to be true to its rating. Users report having trouble when trying to split larger logs or wet greenwood logs. This splitter is relatively portable thanks to the hard plastic 5.5-inch wheels mounted under the frame. The wheels can also be attached to the base of the support stand so that the splitter is portable even in this configuration. At number 2, we have the Yardmax YSO552. The cradle of this splitter is 20.5 inches long like most of the other splitters we reviewed, corresponding to a moderate 16-second cycle time for the ram head. However, Yardmax designed the ram with a stroke limiter, which users loved for cutting down the cycle time by a few seconds or more when working with shorter logs. To improve safety, Yardmax designed this splitter to require two-handed operation. While your feelings about this feature will depend on your own preferences, many users are slightly annoyed by the safety requirement. One of the major advantages to this electric log splitter is that, like the model from Wen, it comes with a stand to reduce the amount of bending over you need to do when splitting logs. The stand is removable, although putting it on and taking it off does require a few minutes of hardware assembly. The large 7-inch wheels also can be moved between the base of the splitter and the base of the stand so that it remains portable in either configuration. It is also worth noting that this splitter has a log catcher so that split logs will remain around the cradle, at a good working height on the stand, rather than fall to the floor after being split. And finally at number 1, we have the Boss Industrial ED10T20. If you want the burliness of a gasoline-powered log splitter but none of the downsides that come from running a gasoline engine, look closely at this powerful electric log splitter from Boss Industrial. Although it is costly compared to many of the similarly sized electric log splitters we reviewed, that cost is justified according to users by the durability and power of this splitter. The engine is nominally only 1.5 horsepower, but runs on a 20-amp outlet, and is powerful enough to dim your shop's lights if you accidentally plug it into a standard 15-amp outlet. With all that engine power, this splitter is able to put out a whopping 10 tons of splitting force, allowing to be rated for 12-inch diameter logs and for users to find that it easily splits softwoods up to 16 inches or beyond. The hydraulic system on this splitter is extremely durable and automatically shuts down if it is overpressured to protect the seals, so you don't need to worry if you try loading logs that are a little bit too ambitious. The trade-off to all of this power is that the cycle time on this splitter is extremely slow, nearly 30 seconds round trip. Even when working alone, this is slow enough to put a cap on how fast you can work, which may be an issue if you have a huge number of logs to split. There is also no stroke limiter that would allow you to increase the cycle time. Despite this, users appreciated that the splitter is designed for one-handed operation so you can actually use one hand to do other things during that 30-second wait. It is also worth noting that this splitter is extremely heavy compared to similarly sized electric log splitters. Users report having difficulty completing the assembly and even replacing the hydraulic fluid by themselves because of the weight. The poor instruction manual, which does not specify the amount of hydraulic fluid needed by the splitter, also does not help matters. Thanks you for watching guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.